have an itchy eyeball. It's not what I'm going to build though. I thought that it would be fun to try and recreate my hometown. So the first video I uploaded playing The Sims was me building the house that I currently live in. And when I was doing that, I was like, it's actually kind of fun to, you know, build my hometown. So that's what I'm going to do. The playlist will be linked in the description box at the end screen and everything. Anyway, I think I'm going to build it in North Haven. And the reason for that is when I kind of see the world of New Haven, I don't know, does it completely remind me of my hometown? Not really, but a little. So, you know, we're going to build that. So what I'm actually going to start with is the house that I built. So that's where we're going to go, because I am actually going to move that. So I live in a very weird neighborhood. They kind of call it the rat's nest, as in rats, you know, the animals. Well, actually more of a maze, a rat maze, mouse maze. Anyway, it's an interesting neighborhood, and it's also, the house shapes are weird. So I also explained that in the video that I did creating my own house. My house is actually a funky shape. So it's not straight as I built it in The Sims, because I'm not able to get the corners that I need. So what we're going to do, first off, it's going to, stop my reshade, because it's going to mess everything up. I am going to go in build mode. I'm going to change up the place. Yeah, as you can see here, I have quite a large, well, it's not really a large lot. It's 20 by 20, but I want to put a different house behind mine. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to move stuff around. So first off, I'm just going to put stuff in inventory that I want to keep. So kind of most of things that I want to use from the outside are still are in my inventory now. So I'm going to select everything that I want to keep. I have moved or removed. Now I'm going to move the house. I'm kind of going to keep it where it's green here, and then leave 2 tiles at the front. Then I'm going to save. So when I moved the house, I also changed up the outside. So the grape got replaced by wisteria, because it kind of reminds me a little bit more of the way that my grape is behaving. I changed up the fencing to make it a little bit more realistic. The gate is actually on the side of my house. So again, this is pretty realistic. I shrunk down some of the greenery, and then the bush in front is sticking outside. It's clipping, but it's clipping on purpose. And then for the back garden, I changed the shape. I added a fence. I added some nice candlesticks. And then here is what it is looking like now. So that is how I went from this to this. And now I'm ready to build the house behind it. Okay, let's turn on the grid. So I don't really know how the layout is of that house. I kind of have an idea, but I'm not completely sure. We're just going to go for it. I'm just going to make a room. They have a little garden in front, so we're going to go like insufficient funds. Oh, let's add some money. So what I can actually do is open up my cheat menu, Ctrl-Shift-C, and type in motherlode. And then we have 50,000 simoleans extra. Okay. So I think we need to go like, I know they have a back garden, which is kind of similar to mine. So we're going to go like that. They also have a second flooring, which is, I think, like this, because it's kind of sandwiched in between my house and another house. So I think that is kind of it, but I know that the front door is on this side, and I think the door to the shed is on this side as well. So back with a floor plan. It took me quite a while to come up with a floor plan, because honestly, I have no idea what the house is looking like from the inside out. So I kind of have an idea of how it is probably going to look based on what I have in my house. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is correct. So anywhoosies, I put the front door here because I know it's on the side. So what I know is that on this part, the house has a little garden area, and here is the kitchen with a door to the outside. So that's what was basically my starting point. And then I put the front door here. Then we have the hallway with the stairs to the upstairs. We have the closet underneath the stairs, so we can do a Harry Potter. Then you have a door to the kitchen. You have the toilet here. What's this? This is the fuse box. Where did I put you? Oh, I forgot to put the fuse box room in. Okay, so the way it is now is basically the, I don't know, the water heater thingamajiggy is there, and then the electric panels also there. Our electric panels are usually right next to the door when you come into the house. So, and then I just moved the toilet to here through the kitchen. Now we will leave it like this because honestly, I have no idea. The house doesn't look the way that house is looking anyway. So we're just going to roll with this. So here we have then the living room with the door to the garden. Here we have the shed. And then when we go upstairs, we have a bedroom here. We have the bathroom here, and we have another bedroom here. So that is what it's looking like. So let's do the brick first. This is all brick on the outside. What is that, and how can I get rid of it? I think, I don't know. Can I do that with a roof trim? I think I can. So let's see, and then do this one, and then in what kind of color do I want it then? White? Nah. Oh yeah, and for the roof, I did the same thing as on my house, and I also put solar panels there, because if I'm not mistaken, the property also has solar panels. So let's start with the front yard. So there's basically a fence there, and just go with the same fence that I used. But then, oh, instead of 2 times smaller, I'll do it 1 time smaller. Yeah, that is better. I'll just size it down 1. Okay, I am also going to copy the tiles that I used, the rune stone tile things, because it is all covered in tile. And also let's go like that. I think their backyarden is also backyarden. Is that new spelling? Something like that. For here, flush that. Yes, let's then also copy that smooth keeper and just put it like that. So then for this front, well, front back garden, I don't know. Let's just find some fun things. Let's also put some cutesy stuff on top. Yeah, something like that. And doesn't look like a lot, but that's fine. I do want a rug actually, because if you then, step inside, your feet are dirty. Let's also put one front door. Oh no, I want a different one at the front door. This one. I want that one in the front. Like that. And then also an outdoor mat. I don't know. I think this one is cute. So let's put that one there. Well, no, it won't. It will get stolen. In the neighborhood that I live in, stuff like that is getting stolen. For sure. So we will just leave it with the mat inside here. Okay. So this is kind of the front. Yeah, it's not really that exciting, is it? Maybe we could put up a wall decoration thing for outside. Can we do that? Can we find that? I think we can. It used to be all the rage just a little while back, or I don't know, a few years back, that you got those, I don't know, wall hangings for your garden. A mouse hole. Oh, I did not. There's also really Realistic mouse family included? Really? Huh. I'm going to try that. Why? Well, because I think that's cute. So I'm just going to do that there. Huh. I don't know what happens then, though. Maybe it will, I don't know, eat up your whole house. I have no idea. Oh, that is kind of cute. Do we have that in different colors? We do. Oh, with a sloth. I actually need to have this in my house somewhere because we kind of make fun of, well, not really fun of my son a lot, but just a little bit that his basically animal is a sloth, you know. So let's just put it in his room somewhere. Let's put it here. Ah, that's so awesome. Let's put it here, and then I'll put you there behind the door. I actually never really looked at the wall decals that well, but there are cute ones out there. Honestly though, a lot of the time I have no idea what is in the pack because I do scan kind of what we have, but I never really go that in depth. So there's that. So yeah, the backyard, it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic, and the decor will also be basic-esque. What I can do though is put some planters in here. Yeah, just some planter boxes because, you know, why not? You know, kind of outdoor kitchen cooking arrangement. I have moved the door to the outside here because when I was kind of looking for the layout in the kitchen, it was not handy and not functional to have it where it was. So, you know, while we're in the kitchen, let's also start with the kitchen. So let's start with the flooring. I do like wooden flooring inside the house. So let's do that like that. And then for here in the kitchen, I think I kind of want to do something like a tile. So that kitchen tile should be the same as in mine, but that's only where the kitchen part is. So maybe there, and then here it kind of should be a regular wallpaper color thingy, paint, whatever. So let's just, you know, before I get all annoyed because I cannot make it the way that I wanted to right now, copy the kitchen that I have in my house and copy that to here like that. And then here I want to have a sink. Yes, and then, but I also need room for the fridge, right? Let's put that there. Then we can do the cooking stuff there. I have to put that inside the cabinet, which honestly I can. That's fine. Just let's just do that. And then from a dream home decorator, and then I'm also going to get the electric thingamajiggy from the same pack. Let's do the Ciao Bella stove hood because we can. I'm also going to need some upper cabinets. As I said before, I have no idea how that all looks in there. So like that, this go away should kind of be a little bit more flush like that, and then I can put a corner cabinet there like that. Yeah, I think that's cute. Let's also get a trash can. Maybe I can do I don't know, a darker blue. And then I need flooring. That's kind of cool. You know what I'm actually going to do? Because what I would kind of do here is I would take out the door, if that makes any sense. So instead of having the door, just have the frame and then just, you know, put the door in storage for when you move and you have to put the door back in. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, before I forget, we do need a radiator, but I also need a sink. I'm just remembering. Yes. So let me find some nice and cute clutter for in this room. So the kitchen is done. I have added some clutter, a coffee machine, some clutter here. These are from It's a Kitchen pack, the one with the ice cream machine, I believe. So yeah, I want to have one counter as free as possible so they can at least cook, or at least I hope they can cook here. You never know with Sims though. So there are also blinds here. I added a little curtain to pull in front of the door in case, you know, it's a little bit cold. I think that's cute. That is the kitchen. Okay, so for the hallway, because that's then just going to be the next part of the room, I have already found this one, which is the umbrella stand. Yeah, let's give them this one from the Dream Home Decorator, and let's give them in, oh, that color is nice, I think. Wallpaper wise, I have not really thought about it though. Oh, I actually quite like that. So this one should also be a darker brown. Don't really have just coats, so that's quite sad. Although these are more along the lines of coats, I think. Yeah, that is fine. So we'll do that. Can we just put something in there? So kind of like, you know, scarves and hats, but we don't really have that, right? Maybe I have a hat. Let's see if I have a hat. Why do you snap here? Just make him a little bit smaller. No, no, you're floating. That's fine. We'll just pretend that it is normal. This is fine. Yes, this is fine. So we're going to pretend that there are, I don't know, scarves in there because we can. Shall we do this one from Businesses and Hobbies? Because I do really like that plant. So that's the plant that's going to be there. So let's also put a radiator here. Hallway is done. There are some cute pictures on there. I also put a kitty litter box underneath the stairs. Next, I think I'm going to go to the living room just because I can. Honestly, I really love that green color, so I'm just going to put that green color in here too. So it's not a big living room, is it? It's pretty small, which is fine. Kind of want to move the door a little bit. Oh, I need to move the mouse hole because we need to have the radiator there. Ah, forgot. I also want, yes. What is it called again? Plank. No, not plumbing. This. And then we're going to use it in the brownie. Swatches, shall we do the white? I don't know yet. It doesn't really matter. That's actually good. I think we have the couch here and then the TV there. I think something like that. So let's grab a couch. So let's go to this one from Dream Home Decorator. Something like that. I actually quite like that. I think that's quite enjoyable. Okay. Then TV can go there. So let's grab a TV. We also have a curved one. Oh, that's a very, very big TV though. Very big. No, that's a little bit of a too large. You can also put this one in. It takes up the entire wall. Never use this one actually, but then I will kind of have to move the door a little bit because now it is inside the door. So we will have to move the door like that. Put you on top. This is ridiculously big. Let's move these also a little like that. But you know what? Why not? And this is from the Casanova Cave kit. That's where it's from. Oh, yeah, let's save it. It's redonkulous, isn't it? Yes, but I kind of like it. So we're just going to go for it. Because why not? Okay. Do I want a coffee table? I kind of do. But I kind of want to have a small one. So one of these from Life and Death. I also want to put some knickknacks on there. A vintage game console. And we should also have game controller. This is from the Comfy Gamer kit. Let's grab that one. Like that. Yeah, that is cute. Okay. We also have some games. I think games. Let's see what we have. No. Oh, yes, I need to type it in correctly. Yeah, that one. Those nostalgic games. I like that. I think that is cute. I don't know how the lighting is up here though. I have no idea, but I do need to put some lighting in. I also Oh, I added some fun little things, some clutter, but not too much clutter. Also added the, what is it, ghostly gnome to kind of hide the fact that we have two radiator things there. Oh, yeah, some sporting equipment, some movie posters. I like it. It is small, but I think it's very, very cute. Okay. Next room is going to be the shed. And see, what is this? A workshop shelf tall. What kind of colors do we have? Oh, I actually like that color. I think that is nice. Okay, so we have that. What else do we have from this pack? Which is the workshop restoration pack. Let's see what we have. We also have shelves. We have a trolley. We have a bunch of these, so we can actually put those side by side. Can we not? I think we can. We have a tidy tool board. We have cluttered tinkerer's table, workshop wonder shelf. Shed. Let me fiddle around with the shed because I kind of want to have. I want to use it, but I also kind of want to have it a little bit more, you know, make sense. Honestly, though, linoleum wouldn't even be that bad. Could do that one. Or we could do a well-used linoleum. Because it is easy to clean, so let's do that one. Do want to do something with, maybe I can put something on the wall, like a pegboard. I'm going to grab this one from, I don't know, it's the three dollies, and and to kind of, I don't know, make it seem like it's a planned project or something like that. Let's see if we have something in walls that we can kind of use. Something like this, faded memories. Do we have that in a different color? Oh no, I don't like it. Do we have it in a, oh, I already have that in a green? No, orangey? Oh no. Sometimes the most difficult thing is picking out a wallpaper. So this is fine. We also need lighting in here. So let's grab that. Let's grab the same lighting from the kit that I used. Let's put that in. That is very, very bright, but that is fine. And then here I can put in some knickknacks. So let me find some stuff to put in here. I have cluttered up the thing. Oh, I see. I actually need to move it a little bit because I cannot. I think it's just so annoying when they very much clip into the wall, you know? So yes, this is the shed for now. I do need to put back the lighting, so let's do that. So this is the downstairs done, and I think it's cute. Yes, that is all I can say. Let's go upstairs now, and let's start with wallpaper and flooring, I believe. Shall we just do the same as downstairs? Yes, we will. So, okay, and then there as well. I have already tiled the bathroom because it's the same as in mine, because it's, as I said, a rental from the same rental company. I don't know, I think this is fine. Okay, let's do the bathroom really quickly because I think that is the easiest part. So I'm just going to grab the same sink as I have. So let's put you here. Yes, so I can, mirrors are also the same. So let's do that. Then the shower is not necessarily the same, but we're going to make it the same. So the shower is going to be there. Radiator. Bathroom is done. And yeah, again, I don't think it's that exciting. But I added some clutter here. A plant and thingy. Cleaning stuff. And then here we have towel that you can hang, you know, that it gets nice and warm. And then here's some shampoo. What I actually think I want to do is more this so that it's almost one unit. It's not, but it kind of looks a little bit more like it, you know? So yeah, that is the bathroom. Oh, and that, this one I moved over there Why? I don't know yet. I like it, but I don't really know where to put it, you know? Okay. So next I'm going to go to, let's go to the bedroom here. I am back in my cozy outfit. It's actually a Sunday that I'm filming this. It's the evening. I have eaten. I am well fed, basically. And I thought, let's control. What I actually decided is to put my son's father in the house besides ours. He doesn't he lives very, very close by. He doesn't live in that house, but he's going to in the Sims because why not? So apparently he is grilling some, I hope it's corn because in real life he's a vegan. So anywho, but yeah, apparently he's grilling corn and Floki is looking at him like, can I have some as well? Which is not really weird. So yeah. So let's go towards his side of the place then. And I actually added him to our household because I was kind of thinking about how I wanted to split this property up. So I could potentially do it on a residential rental, but then I would be the owner and I don't want to be the owner of the lot. So I'm kind of going to see if there is a way for me to make one person be the rental company that I rent from. You know, the housing rental company, whatever you call it in English. And then maybe I can split it up then, and otherwise this will just be the way that. So what I did do actually is assign the beds to their respective owners. And now we are going to go upstairs here. And what I'm actually going to do, even though this is the bigger room, I'm going to make this into kind of an at-home gym. And this is going to be the bedroom. So I think I can put a desk there. So let's just do that. Let's just go to study. Let's go to desks. And give him a desk. What kind of desk should we give him? We're going to give him one with lots of storage spaces. So let's do that one. And this is from base game, but you unlock this at level 7 of the writer career. So if you check the description box of the video, you will see basically the cheats that you'll need to play the builds that I make, if that makes sense. Desk chair. And yes, and then we'll go towards the bed side of things. Let's go to beds. Shall I just do this one? The businesses and hobbies bed. Okay, so let's do that. And then I can put a dresser here or here. So let's grab a dresser. And there is actually one that I think looks very nice. If I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. It's also from the businesses and hobbies. Honestly, I really, really love that pack. Like that. Yeah, so that this is basically, this is fine. This is fine. Don't overthink it. This is fine. Story of my life. I actually have a t-shirt that says, hang on, let me overthink this, which is a very, if you know me, you know is very apt. I am, however, going to change up that window because otherwise we will be, you know, kind of weird with the... Yes, let's go to drapes. So when they kind of start clipping like they're doing now, I'm just kind of trying to maneuver them. Why? No! You bitch. He does not want to play nice, which is very annoying. Also going to grab it and then I'm going to scale it down. Yes, very good. Okay. Accent tables for kind of a bedside table. That one is actually nice. Again, it's from businesses and hobbies, but I think this one is nice. So let's put that one there. Let's put an alarm clock on there. This one is cute and funky. Oh, I think that one is cute. He'll just get that one because why not? Let's also give him a clock. We can put one here. Oh, that's very small. Let's give him the industrial wall clock sized up. Do I also want to give him one in the kitchen? I can. He's getting the same one as he has inside in the living room. Shall I also give him a cat ball then? Because I know my cats, and honest to God, my cats, especially the red one, when he was little, he would constantly hound the next door neighbor from the house that I'm building, the lady who lived there then. She had been away and then she came back. The cat would be laying on her bed when she came back home, you know, kind of like that. I also want to give him some books here, like that, and then put you on a little bit higher so that you're basically on top of those books. That's the plan. I'll give him a computer. So he basically has a tablet, but I know that he'll love this one as much as I do. And honestly, this is my favorite computer in the game. I just think it's just so cool. So put some more knickknacks on there. That's enough knickknacks, I think. Oh, I actually know what to put there if I can find it. I always want to say Whistler's mom. If you know, you know. Here it is, Whistler's mother. But I think it's just very, very cool. I think it's a very pretty thing. So I actually quite like that. Where do I put that? Do I put that here? Shall I put 2? Because I can. So maybe sized down and then 1 and then maybe 1 that's lighter. That is bedroom number 1. Oh, we need a big lighting. So let's see how dark it is now. Oh, that is fine for a bedroom. So this is fine. Let's go here then for the gym area. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to mirrors because we're going to make a mirrored wall with these. And we should also have one that is just singular. Yes. So we have a mirrored wall. And then let's see what I found in the inventory. Okay, I'm going to put you in front of the window. Put you in the corner. Put you here. I think that's functional. I think that's functional. So what else we have is the workout gear set. This is from Love Struck, I believe. It doesn't function. It is just for decoration. However, you know, it needs to be there. Trust me, it needs to be there. So this is from Spa Day, I believe. But I kind of like this. It's very simple, but I kind of do. So I kind of want you here and then you there. Yes, and then we can kind of put some... Do we have drinking bottles? I don't even know what they're called. Yes, the thirsty thermos. That's what it's called. Or thirsty thermos. Thirsty thermos. Okay. Let's also get some towels. There are 2 towels, but that's fine. So let's put towels there because that is always nice. And then music. We also need some music. Yes, so if we put you there and we put you there, we can put the music here. Oh, no, you there. We can put the music there. Yes, so let's get some curtains. Decorations, curtains, and I think it's just going to be, you know, something like this. I can do them smaller and then just do per window. So I made them black and the only thing left now is lighting. Oh, what would also be nice, but I don't know if we have that in lighting, is those fans, you know, ceiling fans. I'll grab this one, the basic ceiling fan, because I already have stuff from this pack anyway. So let's do that and then move the lighting aside a little bit so that we have this for when you are working out and, you know, it's hot as hell there. So I think this is it. Honestly though, for here, I don't really know if this isn't a good idea, you know, the planter boxes, but that is completely fine. Yeah, the bike is indeed already in here, although maybe we have different bikes. So bike. Let's see what kind of bicycles we have. Yeah, we need a man bike. So this is a lady bike because of the way we're a bike country. This is a lady bike, you know, and the reason for that is back in the day, ladies wore skirts and yeah, it was easier to get on your bike. And also, you know, you did not have to show your panties. That was basically it. And because men wore trousers, they had this bar in the middle. So I still call it that, but I know that this looks like one of the bikes that he has. So we're just going to do that. Honestly though, I'm going to put it here. Yes, because also people steal stuff, you know. Yeah, and then that is it. So let me kind of go through the house. So you come inside here. This is the front hallway, and I think it looks very, very cutesy. Can I do that like a good YouTuber? I don't know. So you come in here. That's the street. Now we're back on the street again. This is difficult, man. No, what are we doing? I for the life of me cannot do it the way that it I don't know, should be done. So here you have the entryway. Let's move you to the side a little bit because we can. So in here, there's nothing exciting in here. What was in here again? Oh yeah, the fuse box and the water boiler. And then here is the entry to the kitchen. I like the kitchen. It's nice and simple, but I do really like it. That one needs to go away. Yes. Okay. So that's the kitchen from one side. And then here you go to the toilet. And then here you go to the back garden or the, well, yeah, kind of the front garden, isn't it? So it's a little bit of an interesting house in the fact that, yeah, this is not really the front door. You can use it as a front door if you want to, but it's not the front door. Oh, we need a mailbox. So there we had the kitchen. Here we have the door to the living room. So let's see if we can kind of nicely. Ooh, I can. And I think that this is, I think it's cool like this. I think I really do. I like it. It's cozy and big ass TV. Honestly, if his TV was this big, we would all be watching there. But it's not. So it's fine. And then here we also have the door to the garden outside, the back garden, which is just, you know, it's just basic. Although I could potentially remove the grill because he's grilling in my yard anyway, and then do different seating here. I can do that. Let's do that because I think that that will be more functional for here. So let's get some nice chairs then, and then maybe a little table in the center. Like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. It's a little bit more functional for how we are basically as a family. Oh yeah, what else was down here was the shed, right? There's clutter there, and there is this woodworking table as well with all types of clutter and thingies and, you know, manly. I don't know. So here we get to one of the bedrooms, which doesn't have a lot of lighting, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. It has a double bed in here. It has the desk in here with a computer. And then here we have the bathroom, which is, I actually quite like it. There's nothing fancy about it, but I do like it. And then here, you know, you have your mirror, you have your yoga mat, and basically everything that you would want in a tiny home gym. Well, not everything, but everything that I can get in The Sims without using custom content that you would like to have in your gym home. And then that is it. So for as an overview, this is basically what the properties are looking like, the complete lot. So we here on the right side of the screen, you have the house where I live in with my son and our 4 cats. And then the left side of the property is where my ex or his dad lives. Yeah, so this is basically the first part of building my hometown. And it won't be exact, but kind of looking around the town. So these houses that you see here in the distance, they're kind of like Amsterdam, but also Alkmaar and Haarlem. Kind of a little bit of the older cities have houses like this. Unfortunately, a lot of the houses that we used to have, they have, you know, taken down because, I don't know, we needed modern stuff. We also don't have hills because it's pretty flat, but we could pretend that those are the dunes close to the sea. We can pretend that. So I also don't live at a canal, but I do live very close to the sea. So we're just going to pretend that that is it. The reason that I actually picked this also is we also should have a lighthouse somewhere. Where is it? There's a lighthouse here in this world. I just don't know where it is. Is it there in the distance? There's the lighthouse. We have a very, very cool lighthouse, actually. It's the tallest one of whole of Europe. So it's almost collapsing, but it's the tallest one. But that was it for me today. What's coming up? I want to build some more of the modern houses that we have here. I want to build a tattoo shop that I go to if I get tattooed. And some shops. And yeah, I think, and then maybe some more houses, you know. Maybe I can build the house that I grew up in for a big part of my life. Because that is actually it's a pretty street, and that one is on a canal. So maybe we can do that. If you want to see more of this, I will put a playlist on the end screen. And also don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video. Leave a comment down below and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of me and my content. So thank you so much. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, happy gaming, and I will see you soon in my next one. Bye.